Today I'm reading you a book called The Coloured Echidna by Eunice Day, and it's one of our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander books and stories about the dream time, and they're really important to know, especially in Indigenous history, because Dreamtime stories they have a meaning, a purpose, and they really teach people a lesson in life. So let's read The Coloured Echidna by Eunice Day. And I would say that if I looked at this, the setting is in the desert, and I can tell by the sandy bottom or the ground, and the dense, it's not actually dense, should I say, but it's very sporadic or bushes and landscapes and trees and the mountains behind. I'm wondering whether this might be in Central Australia. Let's have a look. A long time ago, a group of echidnas lived close to the blue and green mountains. All the echidnas were black and white, with a little bit of grey, all except for one. Can you find the one that was not black and white with a little bit of grey? Can you see it? It was the coloured echidna. Now this looks just like the cover of our storybook. Coloured Echidna was not happy. Wherever he went, his quills changed to match the landscape. A bit of camouflage happening. But he could never look like the other echidnas. No matter how hard he tried, his rainbow colours always shone through. Coloured Echidna just wanted to be like his family and friends. Why am I different? He asked his parents. We do not know, his dad said. But we love you just the way you are, said his mum. Now, sometimes it's really hard being different and not being the same as everyone else, but it's also great being different and not the same as everyone else. He decided to ask the elders if they knew. Only wise old owl knows why you are so colourful, the elders told him. Coloured Echidna decided to ask wise old owl. Head towards the east. That is where she lives, the elders said. His parents came to see him off. Remember, we will always love you just the way you are, they said. Coloured Echidna walked towards the east, where the mountains looked dark yellow and blue. The moon seemed to follow him every step of the way. Now, if the mountains had turned yellow and blue, what do you think might have happened to the coloured echidna? I don't think he's changed yet, because that's when his mum and dad are still talking to him and he's still in his home environment. Let's keep reading and find out more. Coloured Echidna walked all night. Black Crow and his brother flew down to him. I like your glossy black feathers, Coloured Echidna said. I like all your beautiful colours, said Black Crow. What are you? I'm an echidna. Well, why are you so colourful? Asked Black Crow's brother. I do not know, but I heard that the wise old owl can tell me. Good luck, said Black Crow and his brother. Coloured Echidna kept walking towards the east. Now have a look at Coloured Echidna now. He's made some changes to his colours to match the crows. Along came Goanna. All of your colours make everything so bright, said Goanna. What are you? Well, I'm an echidna, said coloured Echidna. And he noticed Goanna's beautiful, shiny yellow spots. I have never seen an echidna so colourful in all of my days, said Goanna. Well, I'm going to find Wise Old Owl, and she will tell me why I have all these colours. Good luck, said Goanna. Coloured Echidna kept walking towards the east. Now have a look this time. Can you see how Coloured Echidna has changed again? Up ahead, Coloured Echidna saw Mother Emu and her 2 chicks. He loved the blue colour of Mother Emu's feathers, and he loved the striped lines of the young emu and baby emu. Mum, what is that? Young emu said. It looks like a very colourful echidna, Mother Emu said. But why are you such pretty colours? Baby emu asked Coloured Echidna. I do not know, said Coloured Echidna, but I heard Wise Old Owl can tell me. Good luck, the family said, and Coloured Echidna kept walking towards the east. Now, the reason I said emu instead of emu, which most Australians say, is because in Indigenous language, they don't have an E sound, so it is an et sound. And I studied Indigenous language and arts at uni, so for me it's really important to maintain that, what I say when I'm reading an Indigenous book. Coloured Echidna walked and walked until he arrived at the Yellow and Blue Mountains, and he got there just as the sun was setting. Now, Yellow and Blue Mountains, sun setting, so it's bright orangey kind of yellow colours. What colour do you think the echidna is right now? Let's have a look. There he is, yellow and blue with a bit of orange. His heart beat fast. This was it. He would finally find out why he was all these colours. Maybe Wise Old Owl could even teach him how to look like everyone else. Coloured Echidna saw a wise old owl in the branches of a gum tree. There's a wise old owl. And look, I can see that the Coloured Echidna has camouflaged and adapted to their new environment. It's a special scientific skill that nature does. She flew down. Are you looking for me, Coloured Echidna? Yes, please, can you tell me why I'm all these colours? Why am I not like everyone else? You are different for a reason. Your colours make people happy. Everyone only has a few colours, but you have them all, and that is very special. So my colours are not a mistake. Coloured Echidna looked at his colours. He saw how beautiful they really were. Your colours were given to you by the Great Spirit, said Wise Old Owl. He never makes a mistake. You need to accept your difference. Go back to your family and spread your colours of the rainbow wherever you go. Coloured Echidna was so excited about all his colours. Thank you, Wise Old Owl. He also thanked the Great Spirit, who never makes a mistake. It's a great illustration, isn't it? And I can see that there's some adaptations to his new environment. The next day, Coloured Echidna walked back home and he thought about Black Crow and his brother. He thought about Goanna. He thought about Mother Emu and her two chicks. And he thought about the wise old owl and how all the animals were beautiful just the way they were. Coloured Echidna smiled. He knew for the very first time in his life that he was special just the way he was. He looked up and he saw a beautiful rainbow in the sky. It's a bit like the box behind me is a rainbow colour. The rainbow glowed. Coloured Echidna glowed too. What a wonderful feeling to be who he was. Have a look. He's now the colour of the rainbow. That's pretty cool. So, this is the coloured echidna. And he is unique and beautiful just the way he is. And you know what? You are unique and beautiful just the way you are. So celebrate your differences. Celebrate being unique and know that you are meant to be who you are meant to be. Because Dr. Seuss says it best. Don't try and copy someone else because they're taken already. Be uniquely yourself.